Well, hello class. Appreciate you checking out this video. And I know we talked about NBT.1, understanding the place value system at the end of class the other day, but I wanted to reiterate some things so that we can discuss them further in class the next time. First of all, let's review the place value system according to the individual places. Of course, if we have our decimal point, then the spot to the right or the left here is the ones place. And we all know this as a review from past years. We have the tens place, the hundreds place, the thousands place, so on and so forth. And then, but to the right of the decimal point over here, this is the tenths place. And that's more what I want to talk about today. We want to talk about the relationship between each of these places. And I'm going to draw you an illustration to discuss the relationship between each of these places. And the standard says this, that recognize that in a multi-digit number, one digit place or one place value represents 10 times as much as it represents to the place to its right. So let's break that down for a second. I'm going to show you exactly what that means. Let's assume for a moment that this square represents the ones place. The decimal points here, we know that this place is going to be the tenths place. Pardon my handwriting. Well, let me illustrate it this way. What that means that if I divided this ones place into 10 pieces, if I divided this into 10 slices, we'll say, or bars, that only one of these is the size of the place to the right. So I can divide this ones place into 10 pieces and then illustrate the size difference by creating a bar over the top for you. So this is the tens place. And we can take that even further and say, well, if we had this tens place and we divided it into 10 more pieces, that we're creating the next place over. Well, if I took this and divided it into 10 pieces, then the size that I'd have next would be 100th, because 10 times 10 is 100. So this piece right here represents the hundredths. The next spot over. Hundredths. So on and so forth. And it keeps going, and they keep getting smaller, so that in the hundredths place, this piece right here represents 1/100th of this. It would take 100 of these to fill in the ones place. And that's what it means when the standard said represents 10 times as much. One place represents 10 times as much as a place to its right. Because as we go further to the right, we're getting the places representing 10 times less, or 1/10. So contradictorily, we could also say that one of these tenths is also 1/10 the size of this, because it's a tenth, and times tens are inverse operations. So dividing by 10 here is the same thing as 10, is the opposite thing as 10 times bigger. So this, it takes 10 of these to make those, and also this is 10 times smaller than that. So it goes both ways. So back to our decimal place system, we can see down at the bottom here, we can actually represent this place as 1, and then we can write the operation to get to the tens place as times 10. Okay, so it's 10 times bigger. And then the hundredths place is 10 times bigger than tens, but it's also 100 times bigger than 1. So we can write the operation as 100 times 100, or we can even write the operation for 1,000, because it's 1,000 times bigger than the ones place, for times 1,000. And go in the opposite direction on number line, we can, or on the place value system, we can say that, well, if the ones place is this size, it's 1, then the tenths place is actually 1 divided by 10. 1 divided by 10. It's only 1/10 the size, and the hundredths place would be 1, the ones place divided by 100. And we can go even smaller into the thousandths place and say that this place here is 1 divided by 1,000. And we're going to do some more assignments in class based off of this information. A little added bonus, if anybody can come in the classroom and wants to earn extra credit, then they need to come in the classroom right away, write their name on the whiteboard, and write the word aardvark. That's the word aardvark for extra credit. All right, everyone. Be prepared to discuss this further in class, and we'll go ahead and get going on some guided practice as soon as you get to class. Okay, see you soon.